Welcome back to day 19, where we're talking about audacious faith crosses boundaries in this world. Now, we talked as we wrapped up yesterday, we talked about that whole idea of having your passport. We're going to go to people who are different from us. We're going to go, audacious faith does not remain with its own kind. There's a saying in America, birds of a feather flock together. But that's probably done more harm to taking over the world than any single idea. You see, when we all gather together as our own little group, whether it's by tribe, whether it's by our color, whether it's by our social standing, whether it's by our political mindset, those issues separate us from other people. And God wants us to be peacekeepers, bridge builders, ambassadors to reach out and to win the world, to take over the world, to take dominion of the world by bringing people to surrender at the feet of King Jesus and accept his loving forgiveness of their sins and his leadership in wisdom and abundance. That's our job. Today we are in Acts chapter 10, verses 27 through 29, and we're talking about reaching people of all ethnicities today. And Peter is in prayer, and he's up on his rooftop and where he loves to pray alone, and he's waiting for lunch to come, and he has this dream, and it comes 3 times, and the dream disturbs him. You can look it up in Acts chapter 10, and the dream disturbs him, and he's wondering what the dream means. Now listen, this is when God is really after us. 21 days of audacious prayer and fasting for faith that is audacious is all about hearing the voice of God and learning what God wants us to learn so we can do what God wants us to do. And there's Peter with Mr. Audacious Faith himself, and he's saying, God, I'm not understanding, I'm not getting it, but I see it 3 times. Hear me now. When God does something 3 times, he's virtually shouting at us, pay attention, this is for you. And then the text tells us that at his door, there were some folks who came, and they weren't Jewish, they were Roman. And Roman people were, well, let's just be honest, Roman people were not our kind. We don't spend time with them. They're not like us. We don't want anything to do with them. And Peter, because of the dream and because he's still pondering, he goes with them. And as he goes and arrives, this is what he says. Peter went inside and found a large gathering of people, and he said to them, you all realize that it is forbidden for a Jew to associate or visit with outsiders. Now listen, if our faith separates us from people just because they're not Christian, then we have a problem. That's what this is about. Listen, however, God has shown me that I should never call a person impure or unclean. For this reason, when you sent for me, I came without objection. You see, the reality is that even though they weren't his kind, God was saying, I'm sending you to people who aren't your kind. I'm not wanting your opinion, I'm wanting your obedience. You go to people who you say aren't my kind, who you might say are dirty people. But I'm sending you to those people because those are the people for whom my son died. I love those people. They are mine. Listen now, if you're too proud to go spend time with somebody who's dirty, smelly, or of a different kind, pride keeps us away from them. Love draws us close to them. Now, Peter learned that he wasn't supposed to do that. And as he realized that, he said, I need to bring this amazing message of forgiveness of sins to even the people I don't like, my captors even, because this was a Roman and these were the invaders who had taken over. Wow, That's audacious faith. To obey God even when you don't like the people you're going to. Remember, Jonah went the opposite direction. He did not have audacious faith. Now, Peter shows us that filled with the Spirit, he has audacious faith. That's what these 21 days are about. In prayer and fasting, we're asking God to increase our faith, to cause us to go further, to cause us to reach out to people who are different than we are, different tribe, different color, different political opinion, different ethnicity, different economic level and strata. We're to reach out to them. That's what this is about. And the question I leave you with is, will you be courageous enough this year to reach out to the people you may even despise to bring the good news of forgiveness in the coming year? Will you do that? Now, as always, we say, please subscribe on the YouTube channel. Click the notification bell. Share this with friends and family. And please, please, please encourage one another. This is going to be a great year to take over the world for our Messiah, King Jesus. See you tomorrow. God bless you. Have a great day.